So today I am doing a review of the book Turn the Tide by Elaine Dimopoulos. Recently I've been reading a lot of novels in verse, and this is one of them. This one is middle grade. I had never read anything by this author before, but I enjoyed this experience. So this book is about 12-year-old Mimi. She is the girl in the middle on the cover. She is an only child. She and her parents are moving from Massachusetts to the fictitious Wilford Island in Florida. They are in the restaurant business, so they are opening up a new restaurant there. Mimi also plays piano. Mimi has Greek ancestry. All four of her grandparents were born in Greece. She has a best friend back home who she's keeping in touch with, but she is struggling to connect with some of the people at her new school. She's not sure if they really like her or not, if they're just being polite. Anyway, the main plot of this book is that in school, she learns about these sisters from Bali, Indonesia, named Melody and Isabel Wisen, who are environmental activists, and they are real people. So while this story is fictitious, those sisters are real people mentioned in this book. They were able to ban single-use plastics, I think plastic straws as well, in Bali. And this really inspires Mimi. She learns more about the environment and plastic pollution, and she starts to really care about it. She starts to become really passionate about it, and she wants to see what she can do on her own island because she sees a lot of trash on the beaches there as well. Melody and Isabel Wisen are her main inspirations, but she finds inspiration in other young environmental activists as well. And Melody Wisen actually wrote a foreword for this book. Mimi's not really focused on boys or drama like the other girls at her new school seem to be interested in. She's just focused on helping the environment. And I think that some of this book is also just about the people she meets after moving to Florida. Like, upon reading more of the book, I found out who these other two characters were. That's something I enjoy in a book, when the more I read, the more I understand certain things on the cover. Another example of that is with Keep It Like a Secret by John David Anderson. There are all these little things on the cover, and as I read, I understood them more and why they were on there. This is also a middle grade novel. This one's also pretty good. And yeah, I really like the cover of this book. I think it's very pretty. I like how they kind of look, I don't know if I'd say like paper, which would make sense because they're going for paper bags or other kinds of bags than plastic bags, but as you can see, there's plastic in the beautiful ocean. Yeah, I really like the colors, and I really liked the Florida beach vibes and setting of this book. And just a little small thing that I think really added to the experience is when you're reading it, you can see the blue edges of the book, at least for the hardcover, and that kind of added on to the feeling and the vibe of it, which I liked. I liked quite a few things about this book. For one, I thought it was well written. I thought it was realistic that Mimi had other things going on in her life besides just the main plot, and it went over different parts of her life. Like, some parts would be when she was at school, others at home, or talking with her friends, or visiting people, or a bunch of different things she was doing, or doing her piano lessons. That's a big part of it. I think that the way the characters communicated with each other was realistic. I think this author did well at understanding and portraying the politics of middle school friendships and how sometimes those interactions can be complicated and difficult. I liked Mimi. I thought that she was brave because she did these things even though she was anxious about it and even though she had setbacks. I think she was very selfless and considerate, not just about herself, but about the people around her, about animals, about the whole planet, and about the future. I was invested in this, and I found it pretty easy to read a lot of at once. Because it's a novel in verse, so I'll just show you briefly. And it is one of the longer ones I've read. It's over 300 pages, but, if you enjoy it, it might go by faster. And so when I was reading this, I didn't really feel like it was dragging on. I felt that I was enjoying it as I was reading it. I found this impactful and inspiring. It was also very educational and informative. I enjoyed learning more about the effects of plastic pollution and hearing about people from around the world, especially young people who are so passionate about and dedicated to making change. To bring up another middle grade novel, I felt that this was kind of similar to A Kind of Spark by Elle McNichol, because it also involves a young person who finds something that they're passionate about and even gets involved with local government to try to make a change about it. There are a lot of things in the back of this book. For one thing, there is a timeline of plastic bag origins, distribution, and activism. There is an interview with an environmental scientist and the things he has seen while exploring, and many resources and ways you can get involved if you'd like. So overall, I thought this was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I would give it a 4.75 out of 5 stars. Since starting to use Storygraph, I give point ratings like 4.5 or 4.75. On Goodreads, it's 5 stars since I can't do the smaller ratings, but that's ultimately what I would give this. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was important. I didn't absolutely adore and love every second of it, which is completely fine and normal, But overall, I liked it. I thought it was good. I think this could be a good thing for kids to read, especially if they are interested in learning how they can get involved in this kind of cause. And I think that is all I have to say. I don't really feel compelled to read more by this author, but I mean, if she comes out with something new that sounds interesting to me, I would certainly check it out, especially with the knowledge that I enjoyed this book. Thank you for watching.